Sexual assault as a problem on college campuses, I would say, is a huge problem. It's almost a plague of sorts.
Sexual assault in colleges, according to these statistics, it's 1 in 5. So I do think it's a definite issue.
Girls dressing up in extremely provocative outfits and drinking ridiculous amounts of alcohol and going to any party on campus, they're setting themselves up for a hookup of sorts.
Victim blaming, as demonstrated in the previous clip, is very common when it comes to sexual assault. Questions like, was she drinking? And what was she wearing? Are reoccurring questions asked about sexual assault victims.
Every 21 hours, there is a rape on an American college campus.
1 in 5 women will be the victim of sexual assault.
1 in 12 male college students admit having fulfilled the definition of rape or attempted rape, but none of them consider themselves a rapist.
So we went into his room and we were kissing, and then he was trying to do more than kiss, and I repeatedly said no.
I was approached by a former sorority girl who was raped at a party on campus. She didn't want to tell me her name, but she did want to tell me her story.
He kept trying, and then we were kissing some more, and then he just at this point I was in my underpants, and he just did it.
No clear profile of what a sexual predator on campus looks like. But studies have shown that fraternity members are 3 times more likely than any other male to commit rape. And that's put fraternities and sororities and their alcohol-fueled house parties in the spotlight.
Fraternities are a little bit scapegoated in that way, that the values of the fraternity are misinterpreted very frequently, and cases of sexual assault in the past have been pinned on fraternities.
Emily is a freshman here at SLU, and we are going to ask some of her opinions about what she thinks of sexual assault on college campus. So Emily, do you think that these posters posted in many areas around SLU's campus do enough to inform people about sexual assault on campus?
I don't think they do enough. I think they're a step in the right direction, but they most definitely don't do enough.
Do you think sexual assault occurs at SLU?
Absolutely.
Do you think SLU's doing enough to make resources available to those who are victimized?
I think that's a hard question to answer, because I know that counseling, you have 5 free sessions of counseling or whatever before it goes on your insurance or whatever, and if you don't want your parents to know and all that stuff, it makes it difficult to have access to those counselors and get your problems figured out. And at the same time, maybe you don't want to go to a counselor. So who else could you go to on campus? It's not really clear where to go.
Do you think campus sexual assault is being taken seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. This is one of the many posters that can be found around SLU's campus discussing sexual assault. This poster specifically is about consent. Consent is a verbal yes, enthusiastic and ongoing, voluntary, and sober. This is another poster that can be found all around SLU. This poster is focusing on educating students about sexual assault. For example, one of the statistics on this poster is 75 to 80% of sexual assault victims know their attacker. According to an article titled Campus Rape Crisis, there is one thing almost everyone agrees on. School disciplinary boards have rarely done a very good job of handling these cases. According to that same article, there are 3 main issues with handling sexual assault cases. The cases are handled by amateurs, not real professionals who actually know what they're doing. Also, victims think that universities are more concerned with their appearance and their reputation than they are helping the victims. And finally, the university's court system is considered a joke because the accused are denied the ordinary due process. One solution to end sexual assault is reintegrative shaming. Reintegrative shaming is when the attacker is punished but then let back into society. While the attacker is being punished, they will be forced to face and resolve their personal problems that led them to commit such a heinous crime. It's On Us is a campaign started by the Obama administration. Its goal is to end sexual violence. The following is a commercial about the campaign.
It's on us to stop sexual assault.
To get in the way before it happens.
To get a friend home safe.
And to not blame the victim.